All right, fight fans. So Eddie Hearn stick to his word. The fight has been announced, and it will be on December 7th in Saudi Arabia. This bout will be called the Clash of the Dunes. Matchroom Sports has officially confirmed that the anticipated match between Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua will take place on the 7th in Diriyah, Saudi Arabia. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom will hold a press conference this coming Monday in London to discuss the details of the event. The card is being called once again the Clash of the Dunes. Alright, fight fans, as I expected, this fight was going to take place in one of the two places, and contrary to the belief of all the delusional fans out there, Andy Ruiz had absolutely no say in it, so everyone need to thank Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua for having somewhat of a heart to stage this match in Saudi Arabia. And 100% of the reason why this bout will be staged in Saudi Arabia is because of this. Saudi Arabia and some businessmen over on that part of the world have a lot of money. A lot of money that they decided to put up that, of course, Cardiff and I suppose that venue was not willing to match. So the fight will be hosted there. It had nothing to do with Andy Ruiz. So if anybody believes Andy Ruiz had a say so, they are absolutely crazy. Eddie Hearn already gave us a hint, and I told you there were other neutral venues that were put in mind. None of that had to do with Andy Ruiz, contrary to Eddie Hearn believing that he wanted to play fair and show favoritism to the champion. No, he's showing favoritism to the almighty dollar and putting more money in Anthony Joshua's pocket due to the very sizable large amount that the Saudis are putting up. That is about it. But all in all, I'm expecting an amazing match. It's going to do bigger numbers than before, and I know there are going to be a lot of dedicated Anthony Joshua fans in the British community that will come out in swarms the same as they did to support their champion, Anthony Joshua. It will be no different than MSG. I feel as though it's going to be just as magnetic as I look at the pictures on the skyline and the arena that it's held at. It has a lot of opulence. It has a lot of good energy, and the aura surrounding it shows me that we will be watching another great rematch take place so he can reclaim his throne. Continuing with the article, back on June 1st at Madison Square Garden in New York City, Ruiz shocked the world when he dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times to secure the 7th round stoppage. Ruiz, 33-1 with 22 KOs, has been down in the 3rd round but rallied to drop Joshua. The victory gave him the unified world titles. Ruiz was a massive underdog heading into the bout. He accepted the fight on a late notice after the original opponent, Big Baby Miller, was pulled from the contest after testing positive for multiple banned substances. The testing was administered by VADA. A few days after the loss, Joshua exercised his contractual right of an immediate rematch. There was an immediate tug of war over the location. Joshua and his handlers wanted Principality Stadium in Cardiff, while Ruiz and his handlers wanted a location in the United States or Mexico. I'll stop right there. Okay, see, there they go, trying to push a narrative again, trying to make you believe that Ruiz had some say in where the fight was going. Absolutely not. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua's team were the only people to have a say in where the fight was going, and as you see, the fight is taking place in Saudi Arabia. None of those thoughts were ever in Andy Ruiz's mind. That's why I told you on that video I analyzed with him and Lennox Lewis that he knows that wherever Eddie signs on that dotted line, his ass has to acquiesce and follow. When he says jump, they say how high, contractually. But enough about, proving the individuals who don't use their brains wrong and don't follow the facts. Let's continue with the article on this last paragraph, and I'll digress. Joshua, as the A side of the deal, had the power to select the location, and it appears that Cardiff would have been the eventual pick, but a large group of investors in Saudi Arabia staked nearly $100 million to secure the right to stage the events. Spox Sports Office will carry the rematch in the UK. The Zone is yet to confirm their involvement, but the streaming service is expected to secure the fight. Man, fight fans, look at this place, man. Look at this place. Can you already feel the energy from just looking at this photo? Man, this is the perfect place for an Anthony Joshua rematch. This is the perfect place for a ring walk. This is the perfect place for Andy Ruiz to get his head knocked off, to figure out how the robot really works in the ring. How he really goes to work, I should say. The lunch pail will be brought to work, and I'm telling you, he's gonna serve up a first-class ass whooping. But we're gonna have to wait and see. The clash of the motherfucking dudes, Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz 2. This will be the biggest boxing event of 2019, mark my words. Hopefully we'll already be over 1,000 subscribers so I can go live with you guys at this event so we can finally start to really talk boxing face to face in a sense. And, you know, we can share and enjoy one another's company as we talk about the sweet science and the sport we love more than anything. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. As they said, Anthony Joshua still set the A side in the contract. Andy Ruiz didn't even have a say in the matter. So to all of you guys who thought differently, put that shit to rest. That $50 million sounded real good, didn't it? He'll probably get 20 if he's lucky. As we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Clash of the Dunes rematch. This is the boss. Respect.